Hello from Orlando International Airport. I am heading to Atlanta to visit my brother Dennis. This is currently the wait right now for security, which does not look too terrible. I'm over in Terminal B today. Terminal A is of course way down there, but I'm getting pretty close and I'm kind of hungry. All right, so I made it through security. I'm heading over to my terminal. I am flying with Spirit Airlines today, and so far my flight is on time, so I should be able to grab some breakfast and then head to my gate. All right, so I've made it off of the automated people mover and I'm heading over to Wendy's to get some breakfast. It's a little bit busy back over here, but I'm excited to get a breakfast sandwich, and then I think right outside is my gates for Spirit Airlines. All right, so I'm about to head over to my gate. I got my food from Wendy's right over there. So I got a honey butter biscuit, I got a maple bacon chicken croissants, and I got some breakfast potato fries, as well as an orange juice. Currently boarding right now, so I'll have to eat my sandwiches on the plane, and my seat's going to be right over here, somewhere along the window next to the wing. All right, so we're taxiing back from the gate to go to the runway to head to Atlanta, Georgia, so I can visit my brother Dennis, which is only the first part of this adventure that I'm going on over the next several days. Way over there's the brand new Terminal C at Orlando National Airport. There's Terminal A, B, and now C, which is pretty cool to see that. Okay, I think we're about to take off here in just a minute. And then right over there, that is economy parking, which is where I would normally park on a multi-day trip out of MCO. But today, Brennan dropped me off at the airport, so hooray for Brennan. And we are taking to Atlanta. I am eating my chicken croissant. Alright, so we're going to see the just hash browns, which are delicious. I'm here at altitude right now, and I'm enjoying my time just editing, waiting the in-flight service, where hopefully I'll have a ginger ale when we take this 1-hour flight to Atlanta. Alright, so never mind. The drinks were not complimentary, so I did not get any beverages. But right over there, we could sort of see the skyline of Atlanta. And we are landing right now. Hooray! Alright, so I made it off of the plane. And now I think I need to take the subway to go eventually find Dennis. My gate was all the way down there, and it's the subway slash like the metro slash train that I need to take to a particular station where Dennis will then pick me up and then take me to his apartment. Alright, so I took the escalator down, and then I think I'll be taking this tram to go to domestic baggage claim, where I think that's where the metro is, the MARTA metro train. Okay, so I'm taking the plane train to baggage claims. Several stops until I make it to the baggage claim now. Okay, so I made it out of the plane train to baggage claim, and I don't have any bags to claim, but I'm heading to the metro upstairs. So waiting there is the south baggage claim. This is the north baggage claim, but I think either direction is going to get me to the MARTA train, because we're right around the corner. Here it is, the MARTA train station. I need to go buy a pass. Okay, so I bought my tickets. Hopefully this works. It worked. Neat. Now I'm heading up the escalator. Sounds like a train should be arriving here pretty soon. Hopefully I can take this. Oh, it's right here right now. Well, I was super lucky. Just getting right on the metro as soon as it pulled up. But I'm taking this towards downtown Atlanta. I think I need to make a transfer at another station though. Okay, so essentially I need to take this to the 5 Points station, and then I will transfer to a different line. I'm on a northbound line right now, and then I need to transfer to go east to meet up with Dennis. He will pick me up at the station that's close by and convenient to his house. Alright, so I'm just a couple stops away from the 5 Points station that I need to go to. There's a little bit of the skyline of Atlanta way off in the distance. Okay, so I just got off of this train and I made it to the 5 Points station, and now I can take one of the connecting trains to head eastbound. Alright, so I just came from down there. There are multiple different lines, so there's a red and a yellow line that's going north and southbound, and then a blue and green line that's going east and westbound, and luckily as long as I'm going in the right direction, it doesn't matter which train I'm getting on. Alright, so I'm just a couple stops away from the station that this is going to pick me up at. Here's downtown Atlanta. This has been a pretty fun experience. Waiting off of the metro, and hopefully meeting with Dennis, who should be on his way soon. Okay, so that might have been a little bit confusing. Hello, I'm tired. So I started at the airports, and then I took that northbound to the 5 Points station, and then I took it to this station right here, which this is where I actually said goodbye to Dennis last time that I visited him at this station. Let's see if this works. How cool is that? So now I just need to head across this bridge here, and Dennis should be waiting for me, I think, in this parking lot. As far as what myself and Dennis are going to be doing over the next couple days, I don't really know, because the main reason that I came up here was to meet up with Dennis to hang out for a couple days, and then go up together to North Carolina to visit with my brother Travis and my sister-in-law Christine, and my niece Margot, and my nephew Isaac, and then my parents and Christine's parents. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And Dennis actually just called me, and I believe he is right downstairs right now. Look who it is. It's Dennis. It's my little baby brother. Hey there, baby brother. How you doing?
How you doing, big brother?
So right now we're driving to Target. Way over there is a Barnes & Noble that used to be a Barnes & Noble that is currently not a Barnes & Noble because it is closed, which we went to the last time that I visited because that's when the Pokemon 25th anniversary set came out, and Dennis and I were searching all over town for Pokemon cards, but we're gonna go to Target to pick up some groceries, I think. So of course by groceries I meant looking at the Pokemon card selection that they have. This is the older set Pokemon Go. These fun little Pokemon starter pin collection boxes, some Elite Trainer boxes, and then these right here, which I think these are the best deal right now still because they come with so many packs comparatively to the price that you would pay for an ETB. And so what I think Dennis is going to do, they have these new boxes here too, these Dialga and Palkia and Deoxys boxes. I think he's gonna get one of these for our mom. And of course, I had to get a locally brewed Coca-Cola beverage, right Dennis? Mm-hmm. Atlanta, Georgia.
Mm-hmm. John Pendleton.
Who's that?
I think that's the founder's name. So here we are walking down the hallway in my apartment.
Yeah, we just drove to Dennis's apartment. We're gonna drop off our groceries that we got, and then I think go get some lunch, right?
Correct.
Cool. So we've made it inside Dennis's apartments.
Ooh.
And this is the first time I'm getting to see this in person. This is a neon sign that I got for him for his cooking channel that he does, or that he used to do a little bit more regularly. But the idea was to have this like behind him, like while he does his cooking.
Where should it go? Behind here? Should it go on the front of the white microwave? Ooh.
So speaking of Dinner by Dennis, what do you have right here, Dennis?
This is some homemade kombucha. This
Really?
one's pineapple flavored.
What are there?
One, too.
You've made a couple flavors?
But
You've made a couple different flavors?
yeah, this one is lemon ginger.
All right, so we are down the street a little bit from Dennis's apartment, walking towards the Krog Street Market, which is where we went to one of the last times that I was here. I think I had to go to the airport like very soon, the last time that we were here, so now we can actually enjoy it. So where are we right now, Dennis?
We're now on the BeltLine.
Cool.
About to walk through Krog Street Tunnel.
Are we getting close?
This is some artwork they changed throughout the year.
That's pretty cool.
I think local artists do it.
Are we gonna be doing this later?
Could be.
Sure, I meant the scooter.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the Krog Street Tunnel, which is just full of graffiti. We have a graffiti bridge back in Pensacola. Oh, okay. There's a lot of interesting stuff here. I wonder if any movies have been filmed in here.
I don't know any movies that use it.
This is just so interesting. I know that we've driven through this, or at least I think so. Have we driven through this since I visited you? Maybe? It seems familiar. And I think that we finally made it to the Krog district. This is a different entrance, I think, than we went through last time to head inside. This is just like a collection of different restaurants, pretty much, right? Mm-hmm. What would you call this?
It's called a food hall.
Okay. There are a lot of different options, if I remember correctly. So there's Pot City Market, which is, I think, the original marketplace with this type of a setup with all of the different restaurants and beer and drinking options. Okay, this is where we came in last time. It's pretty much just a giant square. It's a market. Okay, so we turned around, and what'd you get there, Dennis?
A chicken banh mi.
Sweet. We stopped at this pho place, and I got some beef pho, as well as this like jasmine tea. So we're gonna go ahead and enjoy this, and then do what Dennis is planning for us to do next, right? Dennis has got some plans. Okay, so we made it outside of the market. There's this really cool area over here to get some beers and wines, but I think now we're gonna go rent some little scooters. This is the side that we entered in last time. So where are we going, Dennis?
I'm gonna go over here and grab some scooters in the BeltLine.
Let's do it. Okay, so Dennis and I have our little scooters here, and we're just going to explore the BeltLine. There's Dennis straight ahead, and I am teetering precariously on this, trying to keep up with him. This is really interesting and relaxing doing this. It is very busy though on the BeltLine today, without a doubt, just having to navigate everybody around everyone. Hey Dennis, where are we going again? Piedmont Park. This is very challenging to use while on the BeltLine. I think Oh, jeez, Dennis is just way ahead of me right now at this point. But we're getting, actually, I have no idea how close we're getting. There's the Pond City Market right there, which I think we're going to be going to tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so we're still on the BeltLine right now, but I think we're going to go into the bike lane, right, Dennis?
Well, this is where the BeltLine ends.
Oh, this is where it ends, right here?
Yep.
Oh, interesting. Okay, but these will probably go a little bit faster in the bike lane.
Yeah.
So we're passing Piedmont Park right now, which is where Dennis wanted to go earlier, so I'm wondering if we're going to be stopping here or not. Okay, so we've made it into Piedmont Park. I think Dennis wants to go ahead and ditch the scooters here, and then we can walk around a little bit. Okay, so we are leaving our scooters right here and concluding our rides, right? Mm-hmm. And then what are we doing from here? Just walking around?
Yeah.
Okay, so we dropped off our scooters. It was about $15 for almost half an hour of scooter riding through the BeltLine, which I wish I was able to film a little bit more of, but I just could not do it. It was just too wiggly. So I think we're just walking around the lake now at this point. And this is Piedmont Park, which Dennis has established as like Atlanta's Central Park. Is that right, Dennis? This is sort of like a Central Park area for Atlanta? Cool. So what I think we might do is get a popsicle over here. Do you want one?
Maybe.
I'm buying.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so we got a couple popsicles. Dennis is already halfway done with his. He got the blueberry lemonade popsicle, and then I got the witch's brew popsicle, which is kiwi, orange, blackberry, raspberry, and strawberry. And Dennis had a very fun fact he was excited about these steps behind him, right?
So they film a lot of stuff in Atlanta, and if you watch Ozarks, this might look familiar to you. In season 4, there's a scene where they sit on those steps right there, and they kind of CGI the background to be Chicago.
Interesting.
So I thought it was interesting.
Is this downtown Atlanta?
Midtown.
Okay. When I was taking the metro, I think I said that I was passing through downtown, but it might have been Midtown. I'm not sure.
How dare you.
So it looks like we're on the other side of the lake right now as we're sort of walking around. There's this massive recreational field over here, which is pretty cool. Dennis apparently likes to come over here and play some sports occasionally, right? Okay, so where are we going now?
Walking around the lake.
Just walking around the lake? Okay. Any particular
It doesn't always have to
plans?
be a destination, Roy.
But we
Sometimes life is about the journey.
But we have plans tonight, right? You mentioned something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a bit of a surprise.
Yes.
So I think we're just circumnavigating the lake because we were right over there. Now we're gonna walk along this little walkway. What happened? A snake?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I think he's just a regular little snake, though.
There it is, Dennis's little snake friend. That startled him. Walking along this path now. We have about an hour until we're going to get some dinner with Dennis's friends, right? Cool. So we pretty much just walked to the very end of this trail. There's like a little dock down over there.
See the dock?
I see it.
See
Do I want to see it? I don't think so. It's right there. But I think we can head back up here and continue walking along. All right, so we've completed a lap around the lake, and now we're coming down to this little area here that has a really nice view of downtown, right?
Midtown.
Midtown. Darn it, so I did go through downtown earlier on the metro. Okay. Cool, let's get a picture together, Dennis. And when you look at this, the scooters that we left here earlier are still here, and I think we're taking these back to, almost back to Dennis's place, right? Cool. Let's do it. Do you want to use the same scooters?
I want to get a new one.
Am I out of battery?
I think.
What the heck? You have a full battery on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And I do not. Okay, so I'm on a different scooter now, one that at least has, I think, 44% battery. And Dennis is way ahead of me at this point. Okay, so we're officially leaving Piedmont Park, right? Looks like there's some tailgating going on for some football back over here.
Yeah.
Oh well. Football Saturdays, right, Dennis? All right, let's go. Gotta keep up. Okay, so now we're heading back along the Atlanta BeltLine. There's a piano over here that anybody can play, and I keep having to slow down so I can record, and Dennis just keeps getting so far ahead. Okay, so I almost completely dropped my camera that I literally just bought. There's the Pond City Market right there. We're still going down the BeltLine here, just making our way back to Dennis's apartment. Okay, so I've kind of caught up with Dennis right now. One aspect of the BeltLine that's really cool is they do have street performers just pretty much all over the BeltLine, which is awesome. This is the most consistently I've been able to film this entire time. So that has been very pleasant and fun to encounter during our scootering experience today. So we are now off of the BeltLine, and I don't know where we're heading, to be totally honest. Dennis is just leading the way. Okay, so we are leaving the scooters here and walking back to Dennis's apartment, which he says is about a mile, right? How much was the total cost? Rough estimation.
Let's see.
I'm going to guess $18 this time, because we went a little bit farther.
13.
What?
I guess we actually did not go farther, did we?
It's not about the distance, it's about the time.
Oh, so now I know why Dennis wanted to park the scooters over there, because right across the street is this game store that apparently you bought my booster box at for my birthday. Right here. And it's supposed to be open, but it is not open right now, unfortunately, which is so sad. And now we're walking a mile on the Atlanta BeltLine back to Dennis's apartment, like a couple of losers.
Oh, because that guy was closed.
So there's a lot of street performing along the BeltLine. There's also some really cool, just art. It's graffiti, but it's art. There are also so many different places just to stop and get food or drinks along the BeltLine, which is incredibly cool. And just park your bike. People are rollerblading. People have bikes and dogs. It is just such a cool place to be on the BeltLine. So just relaxing. There's a vintage market that we actually might go and look at. There was a bar back there called, what was it, Ladybird? Dennis said it was sort of a sorority hangout place. Okay, so we looked around for a little bit. I don't think we found anything in particular that we're looking for, but they do have a lot of vintage stuff here, which is pretty cool. All right, so now we're pretty much back at Krog Street Market, heading back to Dennis's place. Now this is where we picked up our scooters when we went back in that direction. Okay, so we are almost to the tunnel. What was the name of that tunnel? The graffiti
Krog
tunnel?
Street Tunnel.
Okay, because we have a graffiti tunnel, sort of a graffiti bridge back in Pensacola. Anyway, so tonight we're gonna be going to dinner with Dennis's friends. You were in an acting class, and the acting class is concluded, and you're having like a get-together for dinner tonight, and I was invited, I think, or at least my presence is accepted at this little dinner, but we're just gonna be going and having fun, and then Dennis is gonna be doing something later on that I don't know what we're doing. It's a surprise. Do you like it when I just talk and I just point the camera at you the whole time?
I do, I love it.
So I think I know where we are. Right over here, is this the graffiti tunnel? Hooray, I did it. All right, we're crossing the streets, heading back into the tunnel of graffiti. This is very interesting. And I still am not honestly convinced that we did drive through this. I feel like we did. I've been to Atlanta a few times now. All right, so we have made it out of a graffiti tunnel. People are even doing graffiti right now, which is cool. But we are heading back to Dennis's apartment now. So the graffiti goes all the way down there as well, apparently. And then as far down as the eye can see down there, it's cool, Dennis.
Oh, these are murals.
Oh, that's true. That's fair. Okay, we're heading all the way down to your apartment. And we did it. We made it back to Dennis's apartment complex, and we're heading back up to the room, and then back out to the car to go to dinner. So here we are in the car, heading to dinner. I have no idea where we're going. Dennis said it's sort of like a bar situation, right? And we're driving through the graffiti tunnel. All right, and here we are at a bar called The Corner Pub to meet up with Dennis's friends from his acting class that he's been taking for the past 6 months. So we were sitting inside, but I think the group is moving outside right now. But this is what the bar looks like, and we put in our drinks and food orders. All right, so myself and Dennis are back in the car, and we are heading to a location that I don't know where we're going, but I wanted to talk about what I got for dinner. And I took a little video of it because I didn't want to talk while Dennis was with his friends. So I got the Whistle Pig Maple Old Fashioned, which is Whistle Pig Piggyback Rye Whiskey and Whistle Pig Maple Syrup and Bitters. And then I got a grilled cheese sandwich, which is Munster Cheddar, Pulled Pork Arugula, and Maple Rye. So we've arrived to whatever Dennis has set up for us, but the cat is pretty much out of the bag. It looks like we are doing a haunted house event. Okay, so this is an event called Netherworld, I'm pretty sure. And we've crossed the street. Now we're heading into the ticketing area where we already have tickets for. I have no idea what this event is. So we're walking toward this timed entry entrance because Dennis has tickets already, I think. I am so overwhelmed at the moment, but I think we're okay on time. I think Dennis planned this perfectly. Dennis, what the heck is this?
I don't know, I've never been.
You've never been?
Nope.
Okay. I think it's like a Halloween Horror Nights type event. So we just went through those. Switchbacks, back and forth, whatever you want to call them. And now we're heading over here to this portion of the line to go somewhere. There are scary inflatables and spooky monsters just all over the place. Okay, I think we finally made it to the end of the line. So this was the entire holding area, and we're just heading right back outside where we came from, I think, to redeem our tickets. So we've scanned our tickets, and now we're heading inside this building. And that is all that I know about this event at the moment. Okay, we are inside the building. There's the back of Dennis's head, and it says, "No photography or video allowed." I still have no idea what we're doing, so this is exciting. So right now we're in the waiting area for in the haunted house. There's a huge animatronic over there. But once we head inside this, no photos or videos, so I guess we'll see you in just a minute. All right, Roy, what do we think?
I do not know how to describe the house that we just did.
least triple as long as a regular Halloween Horror Nights house, and just the animatronics, the set design, the lighting, it was phenomenal. It was like sincerely the best Halloween event I've ever done, ever. Like, I'm so speechless. It was so incredibly cool. They did not have a lot of scare actors. I think that was like the only like major demerit. But what they didn't have with that, they absolutely overcompensated with like animatronics and like the set design. I think I don't even know how to describe it. It was just that good. What was that? So that house exit dumped us out in this area where it looks like they have souvenirs and food, and there's another haunted house up here. So the next haunted house is right behind us, as if there needed to be more haunted houses, because again, that one was just the longest, most involved haunted house I've ever done in my life. It's right behind us. We're gonna do that next, but there's like bubble foam over here just spewing out of this massive pumpkin on the ground. You wanna jump in that, Dennis? I'm good. What? I showered today. Okay, so the pumpkin foam is back over there. This is another house that we're about to do in just a minute. There's some laser tag back over here. I'm so overwhelmed. So we scanned our tickets back there, and now we are in line for the next house, which looks like it starts way back there. Because of the time entering, the waits to get into the houses have been honestly insignificant, and we're about to head in just a minute right now, so we'll see you in just a second. All right, so we just got out of the second and the only other house that they're offering this year. What did you think of that, Dennis? I think I preferred the first one. The plant one, it had better theming to it, more animatronics. But I think the first one had more moments that stood out to me.
What do you think overall of the event?
It's fun. Yeah.
Comparatively to Halloween Horror Nights, what do you think?
I think the haunted houses here, like house versus house, are better. But then there's only like 2 houses here.
Okay.
And there's like 12 horror nights, right?
There's 10.
10. Well, and then the drinks here, I don't know, I haven't found drinks yet.
So ultimately we're both still trying to process what we're experiencing tonight. They do have some additional offerings for purchase over here, like this laser tag. We're thinking about it. Okay, so I actually ended up buying both the laser tag experience and the escape room that they have, just because it was only $5 per person for the escape room and then $10 per person for the laser tag. So we are in line to do the laser tag. Okay, so we are going to be in the next game in just a minute. This is very exciting. I don't think that I'm going to film this. I don't even know if I can film this, but I just want to make sure that I concentrate and try to win the game. We'll see what happens. I just don't want to become a monster, I think, is the main goal for this. It's probably a little bit hard to see, but we are getting ready to play. We have our laser guns right here, and we are all pretty nervous to face off against this monster and try to not stay infected, because when we are infected, we have to kill each other. Hat going backwards?
Yeah, should I do like a Q if I become a monster? Am I a person if the hat's forward and a monster if the hat's backwards?
Okay, so we did it. We're done with the game. We played 2 different rounds, and we lost both times. There's Dennis right over there. Whoa. I am absolutely exhausted, but that was so much fun. Okay, I guess we have to go turn in our guns. That was so cool. I loved that so much. Laser tag. Who would have thought? At a haunted house event, that was such a much more massive area to play laser tag than I anticipated, and I really only filmed like a little portion in the back. But we had such a good time. Did you have fun?
Yeah. I want to do it again, because you could like run around and stuff, you know? Like they had a lot of stuff to hide behind.
There was one monster that was trying to infect us, and then once we were infected, we were playing against each other, and it was about the survivors versus the monsters versus the infected. It became just so much of an adrenaline rush. It was cool.
It felt more like guerrilla warfare than like regular laser tag is.
Okay, so now we're heading back the way we came, where we exited the first haunted house, past this entrance to this haunted house over here. The bubbles are back over here as well. This seems to be the main area over here where they have the food and the drinks and the merchandise. And again, apparently these bubbles, and then I guess there are different photo opportunities here, which is pretty cool. So we need to go do, we have the receipt still, we want to go to the escape room somewhere over here. I'm pretty sure that these are the lines for drinks. There's some food over here. We got out of our first haunted house back there. And this is, I think, the escape room, the 3-minute escape room. I'm so sad we did not escape. We did everything except the very last step
and we didn't escape the escape room. I feel dumb. Okay, so what I think we're going to do, or what I'm going to do at least, is get a beverage, a non-alcoholic beverage, and I think we're going to go ahead and head on home because it's getting pretty late, and I only slept for 2 hours last night, which might be a pretty contributing factor to my fun that I've had tonight. So this is the drink that I got. This is blue raspberry. They also had goblin punch, and then I think pink watermelon. But look at that, isn't that cool? This is non-alcoholic. I guess I don't have alcoholic beverages at this event. Okay, so I think it's about time to go ahead and head back to the car and out of the event. There goes Dennis. Over on the other side over here, they had some just concessions. I think they had like donuts and hot dogs and nachos. But we are heading straight ahead. So we came from way down there, and now we need to cross the street and head to the car, which is in a parking lot across the street. How about that? Who would have imagined? And now we're heading across the street back to the car to drive home. We are over by Stone Mountain, which is pretty cool. Hi, so we made it back to Dennis's apartment. I'm currently in this like speakeasy room, this secret room that you have to tap your key card to the wall basically, and it opens up a secret panel that leads into this room, which I thought this would be a fun place to go and end the video after such an incredibly long day, just flying from Orlando to Atlanta and then meeting up with Dennis after taking the train and just exploring the BeltLine, the Atlanta BeltLine, and getting to ride on scooters and having lunch together, and then I guess meeting up with his friends for a dinner that he already had planned in advance just due to his acting class that he was taking and the conclusion of that class and just like the celebration of taking that class. But then the surprise getting to go to the Netherworld, and the two haunted houses that they had were the Undying Horror and the Parasitic houses in the respective order that we did them. And what I think I was so overwhelmed and overstimulated by for those houses in particular, I love Halloween Horror Nights, and just their attention to detail and just the offerings that they have is absolutely superb. It is very difficult to even approach that level of immersion that Halloween Horror Nights offers in terms of like a premiere Halloween event. These houses were just so long. They were like 12 to 15 minutes long, and just the set design, the props, the animatronics, the scare actors, it was so well done. I was just so overwhelmed by it. I think that was just like the most sincere reaction that I could have had. I think that Halloween Horror Nights has more of a variety, without a doubt, just compared to the event that I went to tonight. But it was just so cool. The floor would move, the walls would move, the scare actors and just the animatronics that were massive, and just there were so many props. It was incredible. It was as if just Atlanta being a film city, they just took every single prop that's ever been used in a movie that was filmed in Atlanta and they put it inside these Halloween Horror Nights houses. It was incredible. And then the laser tag and then the escape room were also fun too. My arm's getting really tired. I'm really sleepy. I had such a good day today, and we have some more fun planned tomorrow. Tomorrow's our last day together in Atlanta because I only have a couple days here in Atlanta, and then we have a couple days up in North Carolina, in Raleigh and Chapel Hill with the rest of the family. So I'm excited for that. Thank you for watching. We'll see you soon. Have a great day, and goodbye.